So as part of the introduction to our Digital 2 assignment, we want to actually just give you a quick run through, going back over our Digital 1 assignment and how we've discussed together as a group where we've changed things, why we've backtracked on some of the things that we've changed, and what critiquing we have done within our class. Due to the feedback we were given from our Digital 1 assignment, we've decided to cut down on our tools and focused specifically on Game of Awesome, Kahoot and Padlet. So as we go through the presentation, we will take you through how we have used each one. We'll look at our successes and failures with those and talk about what those main aspects were.
I decided to use Padlet as a starting platform for writing for my identified writers and the rest of my class. It enables the students to write small chunks of writing without being daunted by a big writing task. We looked at a journal text, Cats Who Needs Them, and discussed what a good writer does based on what they saw in the journal text. All my students then had to record their ideas and what they had noticed about the text, how it was formatted and the features that the author had used, pictures, subheadings, punctuation, paragraphing. These were what my identified writers came up with from looking at the persuasive text.
With the Game of Awesome, the ministry would only supply 3 games per school, and this became an issue when sharing across the project. In conjunction with the identified needs of our learners, we have identified these aspects to incorporate into our teaching, such as KVL and SAMAR, and delivery of our writing program. We have acknowledged that our students respond better to a wider variety of media and learning experiences, hence why we have selected down to the Game of Awesome, Kahoots and Padlets. We needed to reflect on these within our daily teaching practices. As a whole, we are working with Alison Davies and Vision Education to motivate and engage our learners in writing. A strategy we thought would be beneficial to implement was the KVL, building a knowledge and vocab base before writing starts so that everyone is on a level playing field for writing. We think it is possibly the most important tool we can use, and in conjunction with the other motivators we have identified, we believe that this should be able to motivate and engage our learners. Nose picker. Who had the nose picker card? Micaiah. Oh, he's on 2. So if you want to give that to Micaiah, love. And give the outlaw card to Micaiah as well. Right, Micaiah, you're only 1 more before you move up. Okay, boys, I'd like you to share with me your thoughts about using Game of Awesome to help you with your writing.
Well, the Game of Awesome was really, really fun because I found it it's an easy story starter and it's fun just playing the game by itself.
Right, what are your thoughts, love?
I think it's really fun. I think it's probably called the Game of Awesome for a reason. And I find it easy to use. Yeah.
Did you find that it helped you to be motivated with your writing? What made it motivating?
The funny cards and the game.
Yeah. What about you, Jamie?
Well, I found it motivating because you can do it in a group and it's funny.
Overall, we have great success with the Game of Awesome and would like to explore the other resources that the ministry have put out to support this resource. They have provided us with some planning templates that can be used and also other ways to adapt the game within the classroom to encourage the continuation of the engagement and motivation in writing. This also works towards developing the students' 21st century communication skills. Purcell, Buchanan and Friedrich state one challenge emerges with some things like Google Docs, blogs and others, and it comes for students who are working at remedial level. When they haven't had much previous exposure to things like sharing documents or for some even fully navigating email, then they're not only behind in terms of meeting content standards, but they also tend to struggle in getting up on navigating some of the digital basics.
I have been prepared to use a night zookeeper, however, due to the availability and types of devices, I had to choose an interactive application that was accessible from a variety of devices. The boys found the night zookeeper difficult to use as it required drawing and we have no mice or stylus. Also, this was a trial app and had expired during the holiday break. We decided that the best way to co-construct the gathered information was through Google Docs. The students were able to record their thinking with voice typing and then to have support to type and print keywords and ideas. These were then manipulated to recreate their own version of the facts. We discussed what makes a good question interesting and engaging. To reinforce good questions, we researched by playing some Kahoots quizzes and looked at the types of questions that they were asked. The boys identified that the answers had to sound similar to the correct one to challenge the player. Reinforcing the key competency and 21st century skills of relating to others, using language, symbols and text, critical thinking and problem solving. The main motivator was being able to trick their classmates. Parson, Petrova and Hokyung state that a game that provides an educational stimulation is by its nature open-ended and does not apply a strict set of rules, since it is intended to encourage exploration and critical thinking. Once the questions and the Kahoot was created, it was introduced and played with the class. When shared with other classes, the boys were proud of the feedback they received. Kenway and Snellett stated that interaction is central to educational experiences in online learning environments. Interaction enhances learning by fostering 3 types of learning interaction: learner-instructor, learner-learner, and learner content. After this, their attitude to writing was improved due to a better understanding of what good writers do and the scaffolding needed to create writing. This tool was successful for the students involved, and through strong scaffolding it has supported the development of their 21st century skills and the way that they now interact and engage with information. Parsons, Petrova and Hokyung state that prior research results suggests that mobile games can be made more attractive by ensuring that the player is feeling really immersed in the game, at the same time being able to interact not only with the game but with other participants in competition or in collaboration.
Flippers, feet, beak, claws.
Right, what are you going to put, team? What do they use to fly through the water?
Do we all get
What'd you put?
Flippers.
Why?
Which team got claws?
Why did you put flippers, Jake?
That's what they used to kick.
Oh, it's a bit tricky. You've got to keep
Good
your
boy.
eye on the game. A little blue penguin's body. Blue and white, purple, white, or blue.
What'd you put, boys?
We put blue and white.
Why?
Because
Bird to New Zealand. Yes, maybe, no, possibly.
Why did you choose that, girls?
Good,
Because,
all got it.
we learned about they live in New Zealand.
Engagement of students. Knowing that I needed to engage my identified writers, I decided a different approach to introducing persuasive writing. I thought starting with persuasive advertisements and how they are created to persuade us to buy, do, or to go somewhere. We looked at the latest Samsung ad with the ostrich wearing the VR goggles. Again, using a Padlet, the students recorded their ideas. A reminder about what a good writer does was given again to the students, and this time you can see 4 of the students have tried to paragraph. I asked 3 of my targeted writers what their thoughts on Padlet were, and overall most of them thought that it was easy to use. They really enjoyed it because they could see what other people were writing and also how other people were setting out their work.
As a team, we have discussed how future-focused our chosen problems were. Yes, this is an ongoing problem and that requires a variety of techniques and strategies. As far as we see sustainability, it covers a wide variety of curriculum areas and topics. It motivates and engages the students in a variety of ways. Yes, it is risk-informed, but ongoing learning and questioning about structure challenges us to keep trying. We believe that this is a very research-informed inquiry Every class is different. Digital is still new and it's ongoing in our learning environment. We are continually researching and investigating information to implement and change our teaching. We decided that as far as scalability was concerned, it depends on the class and the motivation of the children. We are always discussing changes and what went well and what our colleagues and students are looking for. The biggest barriers that we found were digital accessibility and time. The strong points that we see these as being the engagement and the motivating activities that the students had. Particularly, we've come up with the conclusion of Game of Awesome and Paddler as being really popular. And as far as our innovation, we've looked at it needs to be big, it needs to be better, it needs to have the impact, and we will continue to share and we will continue to grow, and we'll work with another non-motivated group of writers.